Sounds of the Streets Radio. Got my guy J Dose in the building.
Hey man, what's good?
AKA the best rapper alive, AKA the lyrical motherfucking genius.
Hey,
You already fucking know. What's up, my guy? Appreciate you for stopping by.
For sure.
Alright, we gonna start the interview off like this. What part of the city you from?
I ain't from no part really. I lived so many places. I lived in like Frankfurt Northeast area, borderline. I lived in Uptown. I lived in Winco. I lived in Shelton. But I ain't lived there long. I lived there for like a year.
You said Winco.
Yeah, like a year.
What is that?
Come on, man, we ain't gonna get in detail. But I live predominantly, like Frankfurt Northeast area for like I say 15 years, and lived in Uptown for like the majority, like 10 years. Well, like 8 years.
What section would you say you learned the game in? Like where you grew up, you soaked up the most game.
I mean, as I got older, obviously more in my adulthood, but it wasn't the section that taught me the game. It was more so, around the time DVDs were popping. So, and Philly really had the niche. We were like frontline in the music industry. So I was really consuming everything I learned from all the Philly rappers. Niggas like Cassidy, niggas like Cheap Raw, likes of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, those were very influential people in rap to me. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what it was. It was just all Philly at during my maturation process. It was really all Philly that was like grooming me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
What high school did you go to?
Oh man, I've been to couple high schools. I've been to Onley, Frankfurt, Shellcross, and Lincoln.
Shellcross is one of the badass schools.
Yeah, I got kicked out of Frankfurt. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a focused youngster back then. I was all over the place. So school wasn't really first for me. So.
During your high school career, did you start rapping yet?
Oh yeah, I started actually rapping in 8th grade. Actually, I started rapping in the 8th grade to get a girl to pay attention to me, and also had to do with the fact that I just thought rap was whack from a lot of people, and I was like, man, I could do better than that. I actually got a song about how I started rapping. It's called Maria. It was dedicated to the girl who influenced me and shit. So
her name is Maria.
Yeah, and I
like how you try to speed past that part. Though. Let's talk a little bit more about fucking Maria. This was what, 9th grade, 10th grade?
This was 8th grade.
Oh, 8th grade. That's right. And what you mean?
Like 8th grade, like around late 90s. This little brown skin PYT walked right by me. I remember it was like yesterday. I was standing next to Ray. She was in the hallway, just looking like Beyonce. You know what I mean?
Did you let her hear the rap?
No, I didn't let her hear it.
Come on, yo.
How am I going to hear it? It was so long ago. I wrote it so many years after. And I was like, you know what? I should just write a rap about how I started rapping. I just thought it was like a very, story type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't remember the rap?
I was just rapping it.
That was the Beyonce.
Yeah, it was around 8th grade, like around late 90s when this brown skin PYT walked right. As I said, she walked right by me. I remember like it was yesterday. I was standing next to Ray, and she was in the hallway looking like Beyonce. Not ostentatious, but something off of Broadway. I said, ostentatious, but something off of Broadway. Ostentatious. I don't know. Anywho, she wasn't your ordinary, basic, mandatory, everyday basis. She the type to make you want to write love letters with upper cases, make you change your playlist.
Why you ain't let her hear it?
Read the song. What'd you say?
Why you didn't let her hear it?
I don't know her anymore, bro. And plus, like during the school semester, you know what I'm saying? She got like, if she's watching this, but she just got corny to me. You know how you see them girls where you see them for the first time and they wow you. And then you see him, you start to see him over and over again, and then you start saying, wow.
All right, now, see?
Yeah, it's like...
I'm glad that
But you gotta listen to the song. Listen to the song, and it's really going like, you know what I mean? Like, you get to see how the story progresses throughout the entire song, how I went from really liking her until something happened, and then it was over from there. Everything happened, like, in the juncture of a day. So, from me liking her to us being over. So, yeah.
I'm kind of glad you touched on this subject, right? Because you got this thing that you do on Instagram where you rate the women.
Oh,
right.
Man.
Now, I stumbled across
I be bored of this shit, bro.
I thought it was the most amazing thing that I ever saw. I thought it was amazing because the reaction that you get from the women that you rate. Now, talk a little bit about how did you start doing this, and how do you rate the women?
Initially, it became just a bit. It was just a joke. But, you know, I actually was honest about the ratings. I was like, I'm a very honest person. You know, a lot of people do shit cater to, you know, what people think and people perception of me. I don't give a fuck. I just keep it 100, no filter. So I was just giving them rates. I just, you know what I'm saying? And it was funny how a lot of women, young women, you know, really take those rates serious. They really, like, my rates became the standard. Like, you know, I give 5, 4, 6, something like that. But it shows, it's a depiction of how, you know, the generation is right now, how everything is through other people's perception, especially on social media, you know, with young girls and guys, you know, everything's about perception. So it's crazy how, you know, what one person can think or say can really dictate how somebody feels about themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's just way deeper than that, man. It's a lot of girls that hit me up trying to get with me because of the ratings, because they see me turn, said pretty girls weren't all that pretty, and they want to be, you know what I'm saying? I actually went out with a girl and she got all dressed up in the morning. I'm like, like, because of the rates, you feel what I'm saying? So it's really just a depiction of what, you know, the new generation is all about, man, with social media and perceptions and shit like that.
Explain to me, how does a girl get a 10 on your rating?
A girl doesn't get a 10 unless she's a 10, bro. Unless everything's perfect.
So how do you break down the ratings? Like, give me some of the criteria of how you rate these.
See, then now I'm gonna get attacked by all the feminists, man, by even saying that shit, man. Just no perfect, man, perfection, man. If you're perfect, then you get a 10, man.
Are you familiar with you remember the show The Parenthood?
Yeah, I remember that show.
Robert Townsend.
Yeah.
So you remember Zaria?
Yeah.
Now that was my crush growing up, right? Now rate Zaria for me. So just so I can have a sort of an understanding of how you rate these women.
Zaria, I give Zaria a 9.
Now, that's saying a lot though.
Brown skin beauty, she get a 9. If that's her real hair, she gets a 9.
I think that might be a real hair.
And she gets a 9 because she had the looks, the body, the skin tone, all that.
So,
you gotta understand, man, it wasn't a lot of bad bitches like in my shit. So
does the way a woman dress affect her
It gives it a little niche, you know. Of course, you know, your physical appearance, you know, has a lot to do with what I rate you, and certainly clothes add to that physical appearance. So the way you dress, it doesn't necessarily have to be designer, just be the way you dress, and you know how it enhances your beauty. And if it does, then bam, you know what I mean?
For some reason, I feel like you don't feel the way I feel about this shit. I think this shit is brilliant. Right? I think that you should do more.
Right. I think it should be a show. Like, just centered.
Instagram got TV on it.
Right. I think it should be a show, but you know what happens? Because girls see me do the rape game, a lot of them are now reluctant on liking the picture, but a lot of them are very interested in watching it as well, because I noticed when I hopped on live right after I did the ratings, I had like 50, 60 people on my live. You know, I usually get like 6, 10 the most. I had 50, 60 people watching. People follow me out of nowhere just to see that shit. So, yeah, it's a very intriguing thing, man. If I were to get a show about ratings, then that shit'd be lit, man. Real rap. Just me ratings. You know what I mean? Give a ratings. And
let's talk a little about battle rap. I'm a huge battle rap fan.
What's up? Let's get it. I like your questions, man. They hitting from all different angles, man.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate shows a lot of dynamic in your shit.
I appreciate that, brother. With the battle, I'm a huge battle rap fan.
Yeah.
That
I'm not.
We gonna get there, and I want to know why, right? I'm a huge URL, and I think in strong second place is King of the Dot. Man.
Yeah, that's most definitely.
You think that's accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, of course, because you know URL is really, you know, one of the starters and pioneers of the main stage rapping type shit. Yeah.
You was on both of them.
I was on all of them.
Which you damn sure was. Which are out of URL and King of the Dot? Which one, including like the crowd, the visual, everything that the way that the people treat you, the business? Which one do you think is the best? King of the Dot.
As far as the people treat you, man, King of the Dot, no comparison, man. King of the
Who
Dot.
was that? That's organic.
That's organic, avocado, and a few other dudes. But I know organic, avocado, the most. You know what I mean. Avocado's the one who books me, and organic's the one I meet once I get there. Organic's a fucking dope ass nigga, man. I fucks with him to like.
I hear that a lot.
He's thorough. He's what his name says. You know, he's organic. You know what I mean. He definitely lives up to that fucking name. I mean, shouts out to him, man. Like I really fucks with organic. We spent some time with each other out in LA, and we just hanging out with each other. And he's a very, very wise dude, dog. You speak to him, I call him a guru. This nigga knows everything about everything, bro. And he's not a know-it-all. He just knows everything about everything. He says it such in a humbling way. Like, you know, whereas though you just gotta sit back and humble yourself and consume everything he's telling you. As far as just business aspect, yeah, it's no comparison, man. King of the Dot, man. They hold you down, man. They thorough. I mean, Smack, man, them motherfucker, like, Smack owes me money from catching the cabs of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Smack penny pinches when he's trying to give me money. Like, I had to tuck another $100 out of his hand. Like, all right, let me get that too. Like, Beasley's a good dude. You know what I mean? But Smack's a cool dude to talk to, but he's shaky.
Toughest opponent in battle rap.
Toughest opponent I ever
I'm
battled?
talking about street battle, URL, King, all those.
I battle or just period in general?
You battle.
I battle. Toughest opponent I battle in battle rap. In battle rap now. Or
Just
I ever battled.
Ever battle.
Oh, as far as toughest opponent I ever battled was, I said that in a previous interview, was Joey Jihad, you know, from the street battle. But I don't know if he can translate to the stage, so I don't know about now. But as far as now, toughest opponent I've battled on stage, well, had to have been K-Shine because I wasn't ready, I wasn't prepared for the time I battled him. Plus, you know, it's like a lot of, K-Shine, he came with a crew of battling, so they already knew the science behind battle rap. They already knew how to get hype and what to get hype to. It wasn't like it was their first time hearing his bars and go hype, because, you know, he said it in the car to them niggas, probably said it before the battle to them niggas, so they already heard the bars already, but they knew the science about hyping shit up. And plus, you got the biggest ammo, you know, someone could use against me, and that's the mad shit. All you gotta do is make a joke about it, make a few lines about it, because it's already a laughable topic. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really give people that niche once they use that angle. So if we were to go 3 rounds, I would have smashed him. But the motherfucker, he told me about the battle 2 weeks prior to the battle, so I really didn't have, I really didn't prepare like I should or I could, because I only had 2 weeks to really prepare. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't fair at all, especially I got shit going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to just throw everything to the side and just focus on battle rap. You know what I mean? So, a lot of niggas came in preparing a month. You know what I'm saying? Let alone 2 weeks. So
that's interesting that you touched on that battle, the K-Shine battle, because
lyrically wise, he won't fuck with me. And niggas decode my bars, ain't fuck with me. But the fact that matter is, it's just not about bars nowadays. It's about stage presence, your delivery, your enthusiasm, and how you animate your, how animated you are and how you can act out your bars. It has a lot to do with that. K-Shine's a pro at it. Nigga battles, he lives and breathes battle rap, so he already knew, science behind getting hype and what to get hype on. You know what I mean? So I give him that niche, but he ain't fucking with me, not at all. And with that being said, I never lost a rap battle. Ever.
I like when you talk heavy, Dose.
Check my history.
Yeah, I like that. I like when you talk heavy. All right. Now, has it ever been a period where you lost the passion for music?
No, never. I can't. I can't. That's why I'm still doing it. It's like I can't forget it. I live and breathe music. My little bro will tell you, I'm just all day I'm listening to beats, driving in the car. I'm listening to beats wherever I go. Like, I wake up thinking about rap, I go to sleep thinking about rap. That's how I know it's my calling. I just can't leave it alone. I don't know if it's a mental thing or I don't know what the fuck it is, but I just can't leave it alone. I can't get away from it. I have an urge to get better all the time.
Now it was a point in time where I got a traumatic phone call where somebody called me and said, J-Dose just got shot, right? But the way they explained it to me was, yo, J-Dose just got shot in his head. I don't think he gonna make it. That was the phone call that was given to me, right? Like, that shit literally fucked me up, like, to the point where your heart dropped, right? Take me through that night. Like, I mean, without, you know, of course, without names and all that type of stuff.
And just, man, like, how can I say this? It was an experience that I don't believe it was physical. It was more of a spiritual experience for me. You know, I talked to God that day. I felt suicidal that day, and I asked God to give me a reason to live. And that me getting shot and nearly dying definitely gave me a reason to live, because as I'm fighting for my life and telling God I get another chance, I hear somebody tell me about my son about to be born. And as soon as they said, don't you want to see your son be born? That's when I wake up. So I guess that was my reason to live. It's like God answered my prayer, because that was the first time ever in my life where I actually didn't want to live that day, because I was just so much in depression. And that's why I say, man, you probably go through depression, man, it's really not you, it's you, it's somebody beside you, like a demonic spirit beside you, trying to manipulate you and feed into it. Like, you can, depression is just a negative spirit that you can curve. Like, all you gotta do is say, I'm cool, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, buried, like, you know what I'm saying, juke that shit. That's
do that move again?
Like this. You juke that shit. It looks funny. You might think I'm joking by saying that shit, but seriously, juke that shit. Get around it. That's what all it is. So you say, nah, I'm not getting sucked in. It sucks you in. It puts you in a sunken place, a melancholy state. That's what depression is. A subdued state where you're melancholy, you're laid back, you're cool, and that's what depression is. That's why, you know, that's what the spirit does. Drowns you into it, like you're falling deep into the water, and that's when all the problems start to arise. And that's when you know what I'm saying, you become drowned in your problems, and then you feel sunken, like, you know what I mean, you want to sink and not breathe and drown. And that's what it is. So that spirit comes around you, you maneuver past it, man. And I know depression is a negative spirit, and I know depression about suicide and things of that nature is a negative spirit manipulating you. You know what I mean? It's just the devil trying to add you to his arm. My brother-in-law came into the crib one night on drugs, and he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Let me not say my brother-in-law. My names mixed up. On drugs and shit, and he was talking about suicide, and I was talking him out of it, and as soon as I talk him out of it, I'll make a rap about that. But next question.